Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Quintillion. I am going to show you how to use Epic. I know a lot of you already know this, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows how to get onto Epic. You should be able to go to the student portal on Central Dauphin School District, and you should be able to go to Clever under that. And then on the My Class resource page is Epic. You should have an account. Your teachers have all put you in as on their class list. This I am using one of my students, so her name will come up. But you have a link to go to. If you know the class code, mine is right here, and those of you that are in Mrs. Whetstone's and Miss Grace's class, yours you should see on your Google Classroom page as well. So once you are in, then you go to your name, and I am using Isabella's right now. So I will go to Isabella, FAM's account. So you find your picture of your name, excuse me, and then you can start to search books. If you want to find books that are perfect for your level, you go to this FNP, which is books for different levels. You can click on the A through D level. You should know your fluency level. If you don't know it, your teacher could tell you, but second grade reading level is I through L, basically. So that's what you can search if you want to go by levels. There's also plenty of books that are read to me books, okay? So if you click on the read to me books, these are ones that you might choose. These are all read to me books. If you like a book, you can say you want to read about pandas, and this one is a read to me book. Do you see this heart up here? That's where you can choose it as a favorite. So this can become one of your favorites, and it says it's added to her favorites. We talked a lot this week about the PI, the author's purpose. If we're looking at a book like this that's called Pandas, I should know what the author's purpose is. This is an informational text. So therefore, this book would be giving me information. It would be to inform. So it would be the I. So I could choose this book and favorite it, and it has lots of awesome text features that are on here, and I can keep going, and it will read to me if I want it to. It also has some questions and answers. So this is an awesome book to choose if I wanted the author's purpose of to inform. Okay, then if I go back to, let's go back to my, I'm going to go and get out of this one, and I'm going to exit this one. I don't want to put that. I can remove it. If I decide that I don't like it, I can remove it from my favorites. Then I can go to my other one. See, here's all my favorites will also be here. But I can also search through this searching area. Do you see where the magnifying glass is? There's some popular ones. National Geo was what we watched already. But you can also go to other topics. If I wanted something on adventure, I could click on that, or a mystery book. If I wanted to learn to read, or a fairy tale, those are also there. science and arts. Okay, here's a bunch of different ones. Social emotional learning, that's our SEL we talk a lot about. Or math books, language books, look at those, all those different languages, kind of cool. And here's some other ones. If I wanted more interesting, I thought maybe I'd want a different kind, maybe I want an adventure book this time. I can click on adventure, and here's some adventure books. Now, I might want to go to the reading level that would be appropriate for me, I through L, and I can find a book, Aladdin. A lot of us know that story from Disney, but here's a book, Aladdin. And this one, unlike the Panda book, is not giving me information, is it? This one is definitely to entertain me. That's that E in our pie. This one's a graphic novel, so this one's kind of cool. So you can find some information about that. You can, of course, then if you like it, you can favorite that. Okay? You can put it on your favorites if you want. So that's another one that you can add to your favorites. Down here, you can exit the full screen, and then you can go back. Let me just see. I'll go back out, and it can go back to the other ones. Now, if I wanted to find a book that was going to persuade me to do something, those are a little trickier. But that might be under opinions. So maybe I would click on here for books, and I would click on opinion and see if anything comes up. Ooh, look at that one. I want to be a cat. All right. Maybe that's just an essay, so that one's not going to search quite as well. But maybe I can click on pets just to see. And this one, I can also, this is already on my I to L. I can look and see My Friend the Ferret, My Friend the Potbelly Pig. Those are kind of cool. They might even have a book, like I said, that is persuading you. Maybe why one animal is better than another animal. And that would be to persuade. There are so many books, friends. Do you see fiction and nonfiction? You can click on one or the other. Fiction books typically are to entertain us, aren't they? We can have like fantasy fiction, or we can have realistic fiction, something that would be something that could possibly happen. And then there's nonfiction, those informational books. There's so many. There's a big word called plethora. There's a plethora of choices to choose from on Epic. So go crazy and go ahead and try them out. Have fun searching and finding things that fit in our author's purpose. Things that entertain us, things that inform, and possibly something that something that even might persuade, right? So inform, persuade, or entertain. You'll have to look and see. Go ahead and favorite some of them and go ahead and read. Good job. See you later, boys and girls.